Welcome back everyone to some Balatro gameplay. We're once again going to go for a high score on the plasma deck. Real quick before we start, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos. We've been getting some pretty crazy views on what is like a brand new channel, so I really appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed and you're watching this video, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. It would really help me out. Let's go ahead and get another high score attempt going. The last video was a little disappointing. I feel like we had something really strong cooking, but we couldn't quite get there, right? So right off the bat here, I'm seeing a pair of 9s and a pair of 3s. I believe this 2-pair actually doesn't get there on plasma deck, but this pair of kings will get us over the edge, right? So little unfortunate start, pretty much lost $1, but it is what it is. I don't think it's going to be that necessary in the long run. This one's actually pretty good for the time being because straights typically get you to the end, but I'm probably not going to buy it because I don't think it's going to be a long term. I'm glad I didn't because we're going to take the mail-in rebate and get our economy online right off the bat. So we're discarding 8s. Which means I'm going to probably try and play a garbage hand first. We'll do a full discard first, but I would like to play like a garbage hand. I'm not sure if this would get there, so I'll just play something like this, and we'll intentionally not win the round off that just to see we can get more 8s. So we're gonna discard all of these, get $15 out of that, which is absolutely awesome, and then we can play this higher 2-pair and see if that gets us over the hump, which it does. So instead of, we lost $1 from the hand or $2 from the hands, but we got $15 from the mail-in rebate, and we already have $30. I love the showman, but he's just not someone we're going to take right now. I'm gonna learn from my last video and play with or get the director's cut early. Just because it is very, very strong, and we might open up this pack just to see what we can get. Temperance is only $2. Let's go ahead and take another joker here. Okay, so 2-pair is going to get us 80 chips, which is definitely going to get us over wherever we need to be. We do need to discard queens while also looking for 2 pairs, so let's just go ahead and get rid of all of the garbage. There's a queen. We have our 2-pair, right? So let's go ahead and discard everything around the queen. We didn't get lucky, so I'm going to play everything around the queen because this 2-pair is absolutely going to get us where we need to go. Again, I'm going to play everything around the queen just to see if we can draw another one. We're going to get another $15 from this hand, and then we're going to play our 2-pair, and it's going to get us where we need to be. So that 80 chips from the clever joker just carries us, right? It got 4 times our score, and we got another $15, and look at that, we're at $42 right now. So I will take the extra hand size. It's always a good voucher to pick up. Hangman sounds good to me. I'm probably going to buy both of these packs. I'm not super weak yet, but I will be pretty soon. So what I'm actually going to do is start thinning out our deck here, and I'm going to fool the hanged man so I get it back, and I can thin it out even more in this spectral pack here, and I'll probably just cryptid a queen for now, right? I could have hexed like a mail-in rebate or something, but I don't think the 1 polychrome is really going to get me anywhere. We'll take this for a straight. Just to boost up some planets. We're discarding 2s now. I don't think I got rid of any 2s. I got rid of 1. So it's going to be a little bit hard to find, but we got 1 for sure. And we got our 2-pair. So let's go ahead and play everything that isn't our 2-pair and our 2. Because it's not going to win, right? And just try and fish for a little bit more. We can play this single pair now because we have that 2-pair. Fish for a few more 2s. So we're going to be playing pretty tactical at the start here. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of these queens and the 2 to see if we can draw 1 more, because this is definitely going to get us over the hump. Okay, so we didn't get it. I can still continue to discard if I want. We don't get a 2. So just to be safe, we'll play the full house, which will still activate the 2 pair because there's 2 pair within the full house, right? Some people won't understand that. They say if it contains a 2 pair, full house obviously contains 2 pairs, so it's definitely okay. Banana is definitely a take here, and we'll open up another Arcana pack, and we're gonna leave it there for now. Emperor is always good, Hanged Man and Devil, which is nice. To keep it at $20 just for our interest's sake, right? So what are we discarding? Kings. We don't see any kings, but we do have a 2 pair, so we can get rid of all of this. We'll go ahead and play the hand. It's not going to win. A lot of queens going on in the deck right now. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. Again, we don't need these queens, right? Because we have these 7s, so this isn't going to win either. Again, we're not getting any kings, which is a little discouraging. Go ahead and get rid of everything we can. There's 1 king. Go ahead and get rid of all that. Now keep in mind from before that 2 pair was worth about 4,000, and we've upgraded a little bit with this banana or the gross Michael, right? So let's go ahead and play one more bad hand just to see if we can maximize getting some kings in here. We don't. So we're going to go ahead and play this full house, and it should be very, very easy. Actually, what we can do is probably gold card this jack, and we get a little bit of money for it as well. So yeah, 9,000 for a 2 pair with this banana. Okay, so we just got to keep that in mind, and we're just going to try and grind for some money here. The Castle Joker is pretty good for Plasma deck because it gets me a lot of chips. I actually think I'm going to pick that one up because we haven't really had a run that uses that. Let's go ahead and get rid of 7s, so I have no problem with this. Temperance is 10. I think we're okay for money. Probably not going to do this right now. Let's do it. I think a 2 pair, like a Uranus, would go really good right now. And maybe like a full house is what we've typically been playing. We've been able to get there. Deck size is at 46. We're discarding 7s. So -1 hand size really doesn't bother us right now. I really should be paying attention to that. We're going to keep these because that's going to be a guaranteed win. We'll play the high card. Shouldn't get us there. We also want to be discarding spades, right? Is going to get us some chips, so we'll go ahead and discard all of these. And we got more 7s, which is amazing, and a full house, right? So that's going to be good enough. I don't think there's 1 7 left in the deck, but it's not worth fishing for it. So we're going to play this upgraded full house. There's not really any more spades I can get rid of. I could not play the full house and get rid of that queen, but it's totally okay. So 14,000. This is getting us 9 chips, but also another 10 malt. So that's pretty much why I picked it up. And we're okay on econ. Seed money for sure is a pickup here because we are making money. I'm gonna sleep on these and just move to the next round. First hand is drawn face down. We're not really too worried about that. We're doing a lot of discarding. 3s and spades again. Okay, this is perfect. I'll just go ahead and get rid of all those. We're gonna draw a queen. We have 5 of them. I would assume that we could get another one for sure. We already did, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of everything else. We're gonna keep the gold card in hand. Got another 3. Honestly, I'm happy with what we did here. Get rid of the queen. Didn't draw it anyways, so let's go ahead and play the full house. It's gonna get us, what was it, around 19,000? We're at 15,000 now because we've upgraded this castle. Honestly, like, it's going to go pretty quick. I mean, it's spades again. So that's pretty crazy. Banana is still safe, so he's still doing okay. And Earth, I don't know what is going to help me too much. What is our situation looking like? Low on diamonds. We could convert a lot of the diamonds over. Let's just do that to clubs. And diamonds are getting real low, right? So I kind of like trying to remove at least some of the suits or something right away. I don't really need to death any of these. I'd rather just hangman these bottom 2 cards. We are discarding 5s. There's only 1 5, which sucks. So we're not going to get a lot of money this hand. Go ahead and roll once. Another discard is good for mail-in rebates. This Mercury card isn't anything for me. We're trying to get to $50 for seed money now, right? So we have our 2 pair, and we could just dig for the 5 a little bit and remove spades, right? That's mainly what we're trying to do. So let's go ahead and do everything that isn't a 5 or a spade. 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind is absolutely insane, but that doesn't get us a 2 pair. So let's go ahead and see what happens. So it's 120 chips if we did it that way, or if we did our 2 pair, it's only 40 chips. Full house, 65. If you look at it that way, I bet you the 5 of a kind is still worth it. So let's go ahead and get rid of that last spade and this king. We honestly could probably play it and see if we get the 5 anywhere. We didn't, so oh well. Go ahead and discard that. And then we're gonna play our 5 of a kind. I think this is all 5. We have 6 queens. This should get us over the finish line, although this joker's not gonna go off. Yeah, so that was around 12,000 or 15,000, somewhere around there. I'm not exactly sure where we were. This is up to 39 chips now, which is pretty good. Go ahead and open this pack. We gotta stay around $50. So temperance is 12, hermit is 20. We'll take the hermit. Now we can actually roll a little bit. Splash is kind of cool. Not interested in right now. We're removing kings. Honestly, I'm just kind of waiting for this banana to break. 2 pairs is pretty good. Essentially, it's 60 plus 80 chips. Lime is cool, but not something we're really focusing on in this. We are going to have to get a sense of direction soon. It's looking like queens. We'll see. Something with face cards for sure. We're trying to discard kings, so I'm going to get rid of everything there. And we also want to discard clubs. So there's our queens. Let's go ahead and discard everything we can't see. And realistically, we're just looking for that 2 pair, right? So clubs and a 2 pair. We'll go ahead and we want kings. We'll play this hand. It's not going to do anything for me. 2,000. And we got our kings. And we got 4 queens. Let's go ahead and discard those. It's going to upgrade this, right? No more kings. We could probably play 1 more bad hand. See where that gets us. Really trying to maximize this run right now. Didn't get the kings. We're discarding clubs though, so let's go ahead and get rid of all those. Upgrades it a little bit for us. 4 of a kind, not as good as, well, it's similar. Probably full house is the best option here. Again, it's eventually we're gonna get out of this clever joker, but scoring is not a problem right now, right? As long as we play safe and play smart, we're getting a lot of money. So we're discarding queens. Got an additional seed money, so we're gonna be, or a money tree, we're gonna be rocking on money soon. Again, I'm hoping this banana breaks. Getting a little bit too lucky with it. We're probably good on economy. We're not playing straights. I don't like shoot the moon. I don't think it's good enough, so we're gonna sleep on those. Open this standard pack. A lucky king is interesting to me for sure. Let's go to the next round. Play only 1 hand. Okay, that's not going to be a problem. We have 4 discards. We're not worried about that. We are discarding queens and hearts. Interesting. Go ahead and discard all those. Get some money. Queens should be good for us, so let's go ahead and play this high card. Not going to get us exactly where we need to be. Queen and hearts. How many queens do we have left? 3 more queens, so I'll do a little bit more digging. We want to keep our our full house here, right? So we just got to be careful with that. And hearts, right? No more queens. We got a 4 of a kind here. I'm probably still gonna get rid of these, right? And I did hit another queen on the way out, so I can do that. And it's and we need hearts, right? So I guess we're gonna have to play the jacks here. We are missing out on a little bit of money, although 4 of a kind probably gets me there. So maybe we won't. Just go ahead and do that. Okay, 4 of a kind is 60 plus 7, 65 plus 6. Yeah, it doesn't really do much. The only difference is it makes the clever joker better. So let's go ahead and make sure we use that clever joker. Yeah, so still 3 times over the limit. We do have to switch our direction pretty soon. We are just building up on economy here. We have thinned out the deck a decent amount. Planet X, Wheel of Fortune. Use High Priestess here. Full House is good. We've been using a lot of those. Sell off that Saturn. Another Wheel of Fortune. Let's just make this other Jack gold. Why not? Something. Odd Todd, not interested in. Baron. Oh boy, we're not really doing like a hold the card in the deck build. We haven't leveled up high card. I'm gonna I know people don't love to see that, but we're gonna move on from it, right? So we got to stay around $50 to get the maximum amount of interest. So we're gonna go next here. Kings and hearts. Okay. A king and a heart. Go ahead and discard all that. We have our 2 of a kind, or our 3, yeah, 2 pair is what I meant here. Hearts again. Let's just get rid of it all. I'm not too worried about where we're gonna be. We have it again. Let's get another money. I'm gonna try and not maximize this as long because it is gonna take a long time if I do that. So let's just get over how much we need and let's just start building, right? So look at this interest, right? $14, max of 20. Amazing stuff, right? Okay, let's level up that high card a little bit because that was kind of I mean, Baron's always a cool card to have, but it's not necessarily something that we're going for all the time. We want to go for insanely high scores. It technically is, but we're just trying to see what works and what's doing good and what's doing bad. Oh boy, I don't like any of these cards that we're getting, and I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Play only one hand, 10,000, like we sleep on that. What are we discarding? 6s? So pretty much we're just going to discard a lot, right? We got our 2 pair, which is just fine, right? It's almost as good as a full house. Almost. Not quite. What do we need to get rid of? Clubs? I don't really see that many clubs. We can get rid of 1 2 pair. And 6s. We probably don't have that many 6s. Only 1 queen we can get rid of. There's a 6. Take the money and we'll play our full house. Should be plenty of chips for us here. Yeah, 33,000. Okay, we need a big sense of direction here. Need something going on. I mean, we're leveling up 5 of a kind a lot. That would be pretty good if we can start getting more. We got 7 queens. Really just have to get that deck going a bit more. It's pretty early to have 5 of a kind that, you know, at level 4 already, because we played it so early on in the run, right? Gonna be using discards. 2 pair, we already have the better one. Egg. Okay, so the scores are getting a little bit higher. Let's play 5 cards is fine. Discarding aces, perfect. Hearts. Really, we're just playing with our kings and queens here. Realistically, all we need for some of these rounds. Discarding hearts. Play a little bit faster because there's no point not to. One of these kings can go and then play our full house, right? So that's going to get us to the finish line. It's 35,000, but we're getting close. This banana still hasn't died, which is problematic. I mean, a Cavendish would help us out quite a bit right now. 2 pair isn't what I really want. I do like lucky cards, so let's go ahead and use them. It's good for malt, it's good for economy, good for a whole bunch of things. Death is cool. Let's see if we can find something in the standard pack. Probably another queen. Red card, not interested right now. Showman. Love me a showman, but we don't have anything that we need to duplicate right now. We really haven't found that many good jokers. Discarding queens is quite interesting here. Let's go ahead and actually Go ahead and death this 6 into another queen, and let's just get a whole bunch of money. That could have been a mistake, but I think we'll be okay. Maybe we'll leave the aces. We still have 4 more queens, 4 jacks. Like, I'm not worried, and we'll get rid of all these other cards. Looks like we're discarding clubs, so we don't quite have a full house yet, but we still have many discards. So there it is. There's our full house. Not worried about anything anymore. 4 of a kind even. It's pretty close to our full house, but we don't get the clever joker, right? So actually we've leveled up the full house quite a bit. So 44,000 for one hand, pretty good. And we got a whole bunch of money, $18 interest. It's very awesome. Cool thing about mail-in rebate is it gives you the money instantly, so it does help with the interest if you are a little lower. Temperance is $12. Let's continue just to axe our deck a little bit. Our main source of chips right now is actually through our planets. Go ahead and do Pluto. Who knows, we might switch to him in a bind. Photograph. I mean, I love Photograph, but he doesn't do much for me right here. We're using all of our discards. Walkie-talkie doesn't do much for me. We can beat this blind. It might take more than one hand. We need to get rid of aces and spades. So again, we're gonna just look for our kings and queens. There's an ace, spade. Keep the kings and queens going. Okay, we'll play our full house. I don't think it's gonna get us there, but it'll be all right for now. It did. Okay, we actually are over the 44k mark. And we don't have a sense of direction yet, but this run is pretty good. We've been min-maxing a lot of money, which is good. Different way to play for sure. Let's take the hermit for more money, because eventually we're going to need to make a pretty big pivot. Mars can be leveled up. Let's go ahead and reroll. Oops, all 6s. Quite a cool card. How many hearts do we have? The majority. So pair that with Bloodstone, we could be looking at something interesting. We don't have Bloodstone, so we're gonna skip it for now. Let's go ahead and buy this. Give us a better chance to get some cool jokers going on. Speak of the devil. Okay, let's think about this. What are we going to get rid of? This is 153 chips. Probably still would like money. Let's get rid of the clever joker, because we do got to start worrying about our score, right? So that oops all 6s I wish I had back now, because that would have been a way we could go. We're getting rid of diamonds and queens. Go ahead and get rid of that queen. I don't really want to get rid of much more. Hey, I like those cards. We have like no diamonds, right? Because we got rid of them all before, I remember. Yeah, we only have 5. So we can do 5 of a kind here, with a whole bunch of hearts, which is nice. It's actually been good. We've been getting a lot of queens of hearts, so we can focus on hearts now. And we actually one-shot it, so that's awesome. A Bloodstone was definitely a good pickup. Now I would love that oops all 6s again, and we can see where we can go from there. 2 pair, get that going. 5 of a kind, we'll get that going. That's definitely something we want. Honestly, like a Triboulet, which I understand isn't going to be easy to get. A legendary joker would be awesome right now. Discarding jacks and clubs, sure, I can do that. Just maybe we'll focus more on our 5s of a kind. It's more money to discard you, so I'm just gonna do that. We got 5 of a kind again. Let's go ahead and get rid of these clubs. See if we get another jack. No. 1 2 3 4 5. So that's a heart actually, so this Bloodstone's triggering up to 4 times. Only did 1 time, but it helped us out enough. Eventually the castle will leave. A negative riffraff? I mean, it doesn't help me at all, because I have all my Joker slots full right now, but that's pretty cool to see. Temperance is at 13. Honestly, I'd rather death this Queen of Hearts, because that seems like something we're doing in the future. Go ahead and look for more hearts. This is a really, 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 really cool card. Steel Red Seal. But what would I use it for? I mean, it's just good to have in the hand. It triggers 2 times, right? The family is interesting. That's just going to be better than this. Okay. So we'll do something like that for now. Also interesting because it will multiply our mult. But it's not time, and I don't know how long. So kings. Play only 1 hand type. Okay, we got to make sure we're okay with that. 80,000. I'm probably more comfortable with full houses here, right? So actually, let's go ahead and do that right off the bat because I'm a little bit worried about the scoring. Yeah, 35,000. So we can only play full houses now. So we're looking for queens. We got a full house. Go ahead and play it again. Okay, can still only play full houses. We have 3 10s in hand, which is awesome. Go ahead and get rid of all this. Okay, we have another full house. We should be able to get past this boss, no problem now. Yeah, okay, we're through. That was a little bit scary because full house isn't leveled up all the way. Our interest is awesome, so we have unlimited boss blind rerolls now, so I got to pay attention to that. If like hearts are debuffed or something, that could be problematic for us. This doesn't help me, unfortunately. I wish it did. Temperance, sure, free $15. We'll take that. Tower is good to thin out our deck a bit. Stuntman is way too late, but a fun card. We will level up full house again. As you can see, we kind of needed it. Ceremonial Dagger. Destroy the Joker to the right and permanently add double its sell value. That would have been awesome if we grabbed that riffraff. This could have been amazing if we got rid of that riffraff. Or if we kept that riffraff. Wow. We can't take it now. But that would have been cool. Yeah. That's a very ugly blind. Remind me to re-roll that one. Because we are not powerful enough right now to do that. Kings. Honestly, we're looking for queens, guys. There we go. Okay. See if our bloodstone's just not a thing. So we got 100,000 there, right? So you might think that the boss blind is nothing. However, we only have 10 queens, so we can only play 5 of a kind 2 times maximum. So that's also why we're not going to be grabbing this card chart, because we don't have enough cards for it right now. Hearts, love me some hearts. Let's change this red seal into a heart as well. Go ahead and pop that. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And if hearts are debuffed, that's also going to be a reroll. Cool 6, but not interested in any of these cards here. Fades, not interested. Do 2 pair just in case something terrible happens. Hangman is also good to have. 1 more. Rocket's too late, but a great card. 183 chips on here. We're kind of at the point where it's not helping us as much, but we'll keep it around for now. Also 9s. Mail-in rebate's going to be leaving soon, just because I need to focus on other things. Go ahead and get rid of these 2. It was on 9s, wasn't it? Dang. Let's go ahead and tower that ace. How many queens do we have left? 8. Go ahead and play this full house. It's not going to get me where I need to be. It gets me almost halfway there though, right? And now we're just digging for queens. 3 of them. Not really where I want to be. Okay, there we go. play this one because it's technically a heart. So we're definitely in the 5 of a kind. We got that money shot there. And as you can see, when Bloodstone works, we're going to be just fine. 4 of a kind, right? The pair, not too bad, to be honest, because it's, instead of ×4, this effectively makes it ×8. So we're doubling our mult, realistically. Probably time for mail-in rebate to go. We'll add this on to the end. It could be something. Could be something we go for. Steel card, very cool, but we're not. We need something else. Actually, those were really good. That's effectively a heart, and that gives me like another queen or something. These two, we haven't skipped anything. Showman again. Could have double bloodstone. That would be fun. I don't think we're ready to give up on this. Let's see. 5 of a kind's 260. ×2 ×8. No, we're not ready to give up on that right now. This gives me one more discard. Yeah, we'll take it for the showman. We'll see. We're trying to get another bloodstone, maybe. Aha. Okay. Goodbye, showman. It's been nice. Sock and buskin time. Retrigger all played face cards with the bloodstone. Could be absolutely cracked. Let's re-roll this. Cards played previously. No, we're going to re-roll. All hearts are debuffed. We're going to re-roll. The serpent's the best. It's just the best. Okay. This is a cool card, but we don't need you yet. So we're going to discard this. Aha. I should have paid it more attention. Now we're going to do this. Death you. And we have a 5 of a kind already. This should get us over the limit. So everything's going to be having a chance at triggering the bloodstone. Let's go ahead and see where this ends up, right? Okay, we're cooking with gas now. We're getting points. That sock and buskin definitely helped us here. We would love to get... That's perfect. This is perfect. We still want to level up Planet X quite a bit because that helps us a lot. 4 of a kind is also a good fallback. 4 of a kind is a good fallback. We're looking for... That doesn't help me. 1 random joker's disabled every hand. Probably going to re-roll that one as well. What are we looking for here? We want to make more red queens, right? So I guess, or kings even. I mean, we don't necessarily have to be forced into queens. We just have more, right? I want to get rid of this one. Not looking great here, to be honest. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and lovers. That removes lucky, so we're going to lovers this one. Then we're going to make another one. Now we effectively have 3 hearts, so we'll go ahead and do that, right? So it really depends on the bloodstone right now, so we got to keep that in mind. Still getting some decent interest. We just got to make sure we handle our money well. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Thin out our deck as much as possible. Hoping this run's gonna be okay because we have the reroll vouchers. Planet X. We'll move on to the next round. Shouldn't be a problem as long as we draw better. This is kind of cool. We're gonna keep it in hand this time. The castle's still around. It's not going to be around forever, but it's still here. This is looking like a lovely, lovely ride. Okay, so we do have a flush 5, which is not as good, as you can see, as that. So we're actually gonna play the flush 5 because I want to unlock it, and eventually that's what we're gonna go for in this run. So we're gonna play it so we can unlock it and hope for the best, right? Okay, so that steel card definitely helped us out a bit here too. Having a few of them in our deck could be okay. Baron, I mean, you popped up again, but I'm not taking you again. It hurts me to say that, but we're working towards something else here. We're doing something else with our tricks this time. Let's go ahead and make some more, I mean, glass. Glass, but we're not at the point where we want. We're at the point where we want glass, but not where we absolutely need it yet. I wish it wasn't one of these, because eventually we'd love to do flush fives, right? This is good. I don't know if it's better than anything else we have. I mean, let's try it. I mean, let's go ahead and get out of castle now. I think we're at the point where... Take this. We're at the point where... Okay, disable one random joker. I don't like that. We'll take the violent vessel. I'm not too worried about the large blind, to be honest. Go ahead and magician these. Does make it back into a diamond. We're gonna have to convert it into a heart at some point, okay? So this is perfect. We're gonna double trigger or triple trigger this first one. Make sure it's a heart. This should get us over the finish line for sure, right? No. Okay, so we did undervalue that castle a little bit. Quite a lot, actually. It does have me a little bit worried. Let's go ahead and discard these. Honestly, we're gonna get rid of the jacks. Okay. Full house. Maybe it'll get me 100,000. No. Oh, brother. Problematic here. How is a flush for us? Yikes. That is not good. Should get me 11,000 though, right? Go ahead and try it out. A money shot doesn't help me though. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Reminder. Okay, we win. Woo! Best hand, 11 mil. Not too bad. Reminder that... I don't know. I don't know what I'll remind you on. Oh, that was scary. That was the violent vessel. That's what I was going to say. So that blind was a little bit larger than normal. I mean, I think we have to take the photograph just because, and I know I use this combo a lot, but it's just good. And eventually we will get out of them, I promise. Flush 5. Just because we need to get that mult up faster, right? Troubadour is awesome. I just don't know what I can cut for this. Everything's pretty permanent right now. I don't know. All face cards are debuffed. The plant, we will be re-rolling that. Please, please, please remember, okay? That is what I need to remember. So here is a flush 5. And let's go ahead and see what this does now. Okay, we're good. 24 mil, new best hand. That interest is definitely helping me out. Oh, oh boy. If it's Triboulet, we could be going for a long time. Now, what do I cut here? Probably... I mean, this gets... Yeah. Probably Chad. Oh my god. Okay, so Triboulet played kings and queens, each give ×2 mult when scored, effectively making every time we play these cards glass, right? And we have Sock and Buskin. Oh my god. This is insane. Oh, wow. Okay. This could be the run. This could be the run, right? Let's go ahead and just try and grind queens, I guess. Flush 5 it. So we're gonna play it. It's gonna double. It's gonna double. Oh, just watch our score go absolutely bananas right now. Yeah. Yeah. That one card, we're now E14. The one card, Tribulate, is now E14. Next card to go is the family, or potentially even photograph. We would be looking for, I mean, if we can thin out our deck enough, an idol would be just a dream scenario for us. We have some time. I don't like any of these. An ectoplasm is something we would be interested in going for too. Nope. So let's just keep that all in mind. Aries, we definitely want to level up flush 5s. Oh, that is exciting. This is exciting. Okay. All face cards are debuffed? No. All diamond cards are debuffed? Sure. I mean, it does get rid of a few of these, but we can live with that. We can absolutely live with that, and we will just get rid of the cards that we don't need. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. As long as we draw decently, we'll be okay. So even a flush house is going to be way more than we need, right? Just because everything is just getting doubled and bloodstoned. So now, Oops All Sixes is really the next card I want. It would get rid of the family, because realistically the ×4 in the end, another hand size, is perfect. The ×4 in the end isn't realistically helping me that much. Ectoplasm, please. Oh, wow. Now we have a red seal queen, and eventually we'll make them glass. Oh boy, flush 5 is what we're going for. This could be, I guess we can play flush houses too, right? This might be the run of all runs. It's definitely going to be my best run here, and I owe it all to the Tribulate. It's absolutely amazing. I gotta be a little better with my money here, so I gotta be careful. No repeat hand types this round. I don't care. We aren't gonna play that many hands, I tell you that. I'm not too worried. We'll just play it this way. I'd rather just continue moving through shops. We can't really make that much money. I mean, we could have found one more lucky card, right? But that's really about it. E12 on that one, just because one was not a heart. Cool, but I don't need you. We're looking for, wow. We're looking for Oops All Sixes, or maybe another red seal somewhere. Not good enough. That queen maybe was a pickup, but no. We got to be sparing with our money here, so go ahead and be careful with that. And we'll cut some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's cut a king. Looking for queens, right? There we go. 5 of a kind. We want to make sure that we're doubling. It just doesn't matter, really. It just really doesn't matter. Photograph's next to go because it's really only affecting one card. Family's helping a little bit too, I think. But we definitely need to find something here soon. An ectoplasm, please. Ah, yes. Okay, Bloodstone, you are staying, so we will keep you. Now we want like an idol or a showman or something amazing. Played gold cards? No, we're not playing our gold cards. We're definitely gonna get 2 million, so I'm going to take a chance on this. Let's make these lucky, and let's just play you, right? No reason not to play you. You're getting me like E12 on average, right? So E13, yeah. So I didn't even need to really worry about that. We're in the hundreds of billions, right? Okay. So at the end, we're multiplying that by 4. Get rid of photograph, right? We're gonna rip DNA and try and get this red seal queen. That's the goal. Get a whole bunch of those. Temperance is amazing right now. And then we're really looking for like a showman. Don't need you. Don't need you. Okay, we go next. Okay. I mean, draws like that are just scary. Red Seal Queen, we're gonna play you. Okay. Rid of you. We really just want our queens right now. Perfect. Should be more than we could ever ask for. Not certain how much that photograph was helping me. Helping me a little more than I thought, okay? Might have been better to get rid of the family. I'm just not too certain on that. Deja vu again. Yeah, let's just get our red seals where we can get them, you know? Huh. Interesting turn of events there. I'm a little bit worried that the DNA was the wrong play. That's kind of a cool card. We're not going to be discarding our queens. No, no, no. Let's go next. Base chips. We'll see. I don't know about that one, to be honest with you. Don't like any of these cards. Sucks. That really sucks. I don't think, well, I mean, we might as well get another one, right? Might as well. Doesn't hurt us. But this isn't necessarily an amazing draw. Is this even gonna get us to the finish line? Let's go ahead and see. I don't know. Okay. Yes. 44 billion. Yes, it will get us to the finish line, but that was a scary draw for sure. I'm kind of worried about this. We definitely need something quick. Decent chance at a hanging man? No. You gonna give me anything? No. You? Thank you. We'll sell you. Okay. Next. You're amazing. No. You're too expensive. Okay. We'll move on. Let's re-roll this. No. Playing a full house sets money to 0. That's totally fine. Not going to be setting money to 0. Okay, let's first things first. Let's do this before I forget. Awesome. Go ahead and get rid of all of this. You know what? That's probably the best. Yeah. We'd rather have the 5 of a kind. 11. Okay. We need something. That photograph definitely helped it a bit because it got like a few triggers on our malt. So gotta worry about that a little bit. 4 of a kind if I'm in a bind, like I was. Full house if I'm in a bind, also possible. Reroll. Chad. I mean, this could be a colossal mistake, but let's just see if Chad's better. I just don't know. Feel free to yell at me in the comments if that was just the worst thing I could have done, and if I'm dead, I mean, you'll see it pretty soon here. Okay, let's go ahead and death this. Make you lucky. Go ahead and get rid of this. Go ahead and get rid of this. Go ahead and get rid of this. Go ahead and duplicate you. I mean, this is just a better photograph, no? Right? We think about it? Because this is doubling. I mean, it was doubling though, right? Go ahead and see. E13. Okay, so it was a little bit better. I mean, we definitely played the red seals. If we think about it, it's going times 2, which is 4. It's the exact same. Yeah, it's the exact same as the family. So I guess I could have just done the math and understood that very quickly. But I'm not that smart, so it is what it is. Eventually, we're going to want to pick up a sun so we can get rid of that red seal on that one queen there. Glass, we'll get there. I'm just not there yet. Mime's cool. Wrong deck for him here. Got a little bit of everything in this run. We're looking for like a showman, and then we would get rid of DNA, and then we would try. We'll see. I just don't know. You can go goodbye. You need to get out of here. You need to get. I mean, really worried about the money right now. I would love to play 5 red seals to see where we kind of sit. We add any amount of glass in this deck though, we are just gold, right? So go ahead and play our flush 5. We've got to the point where I can like reliably draw all of these cards, so that's nice. Then an oops all 6s I think would do wonders for me, because this would hit all the time. It would take out the need. Hangman is awesome. Let's go ahead and find that oops all 6s. I just want it. Skip that. Okay, let's get rid of you and you. Right? Diamonds, definitely not. Any good planets? No. If anything, we get some money back. Just in case. Don't think it's gonna happen, but it's okay. So you're out, you're in, you're over here, I think. Yeah. I mean, eventually you're better than the Bloodstone. Eventually you're just a triple A, right? I'm gonna come back to you. That could have been a misplay. I'm sorry, guys. I do think discard 2 random cards per hand played. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get rid of all you. Get rid of you. I need to play you. This is perfect, right? And then we go with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And we should be cooking with some extreme gas now, right? This should be way better than the Chad. E20. It's definitely better than the Chad. Is this the highest I've been on YouTube? Someone please help me out with that in the comments. Let's move this back. This is an amazing run for me. I love this. This is fun. It's gonna be a long video. Buckle up. We're grinding right now. Don't need you. Okay, Bloodstone is officially gone, right? Yeah. Wow. Because the triple A is just better than Bloodstone, right? That just makes sense to me. And now we're looking for Ectoplasm, which I thought we had. Did we not get an Ectoplasm earlier? Why do we only have 5 Joker slots? I'm confused. I really am. As soon as we get rid of Bloodstone, we no longer need the oops all sixes. I guess we can keep you. You're good. I might need you, right? No, not gonna need you. We're gonna make 3 queens every single hand now, right? 3 of these guys. That's just, this is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, we have 3, 4. Go ahead and get rid of you. Don't need you. Go ahead and get rid of you. Okay, let's just make you lucky for fun. So, I'm not sure if we do all Triboulet or one. We're gonna test it. Obviously, we're gonna be totally fine here. But we'll see. I mean, we are just multiplying the hell out of these right now, which is absolutely insane. It's basically like we have 3 Triboulets on board right now. E26. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay. Now, we gotta make sure we're gonna buy that. We're not gonna use it. We do have that pesky queen in here, so let's grab the sun. That would be good. Lucky Cat's cool, but he's just not joining the deck. Let's go ahead and spin a wheel. Okay. We have a foiled Triboulet now. Welcome to the thumbnail. Photograph, don't need you. I don't know what I'm looking for, really. I'm looking for negatives, I suppose. Hermits, deaths, stuff like that, right? All spades are debuffed. Who cares, really, right? E to the 11 is what we need to be at. This is like a perfect sun, right? So now we play this, and we're gonna be okay, right? Let's go ahead and triple this DNA. I would love to see what it's like to play 5 red seals. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Does anyone remember what... I mean, I'm just talking to myself here. But does anyone remember... 1, 2, 3, 4... I mean, get lucky? Get lucky? No. Okay. Like if I do this... I think it was E26, right? So let's go ahead and see what it's like if I... do it. I think it's the same, right? Because we just get another trigger, which then gets another trigger on this. I believe it should be nearly the exact same, if my math's right. But I think we're just triggering the same amount. E26, yeah. So if anything, it might have been a little bit less. But it should be the same, because if we just trigger it, then this goes off. So might as well just do it that way for simplicity's sake. We can death some stuff here and really thin out our deck. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and death. Then we're going to fool. Then we're going to death. And then we're going to hangman. That was pretty clean. Go back to the Arcana pack here. Take a hermit. Don't even look. Don't really care. I mean, that's just a free driver's license that gives me ×3. That's awesome. This is cracked run here. How many do we have non-lucky? 1. I mean, we're planning on just getting rid of everything. I mean, idle doesn't even... I mean, DNA can go for sure eventually. Probably already can, but I have separation issues with it because it's an awesome card. Magician and Fool, which is an Emperor. Go next here. Essentially an Emperor. Spades are debuffed. We don't care about that, right? Go ahead and make 3 of these. Right? Okay. 2, 3, 4. Guard. Okay, get rid of you. Use you. Use you. Sure. Welcome to being a queen. I don't need you. Okay. Let's see how this plays out. Might be one of our highest scores on YouTube. Eventually we're going to start making glass, and we're going to put this this run in the history books for myself here. E30 is what we're at. That is awesome. Okay. Again, gonna be my longest video, so buckle up. Let's open this pack. Hopefully we can thin out the deck a bit. Okay, that is cool. So we'll thin this. Bye. You. Thin you out some more. Might as well keep leveling up our flush. I mean, why not? Our flush fives. Next. We do have a few queens that could use a sun, sure. Temperance is $34 for a temperance. Awesome. Temperance, sure. Again, $34 free dollars. Look at that. A polychrome banana. That's awesome. Okay, let's go next. Lose $1 per card played. Okay, I lose $5. Sure. Let's go ahead and play you. Get 3 more in the deck. So some of you might be asking why I'm keeping the DNA around. It's because eventually to win this, we're gonna need to be turning things into glass. So we're gonna need a lot of cards for that. So we're gonna try and actually, yeah, let's just go ahead and discard that. We're just going to just get rid of things that aren't. We have 5 here. I'm gonna get rid of things that aren't either red seal queens or that don't have a red seal on them, and then we'll just play the hand. I don't want to waste too much time here because it is looking like it's going to be a longer run. Obviously, could be my all-time high score, which I think is E to the 35. So we're getting there. We are getting E31. Again, this was just a free ×3, so it's not really helping in the long run that much. Pretty cool to have. So I probably should have rolled a little bit, so I could have got like a hangman or something before I opened that, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not buying you. I don't need you anymore. Aries is good. How many tarot cards have I used this run? 72. That's how you know it's a long run, right? Had to check that I'm actually recording. I am. Awesome. That was a good hit. I'm not going to play a flush house, so we'll sleep on you. Buy the Hermit. Buy the Death. Buy the Fool. That's really all we can hold on. I mean, we'll roll down a bit more. Baron, nice to meet you. Don't need you. Sure. Sure. Trying to roll down. Okay, so this is something that's definitely worth playing or buying in the future. Basically just getting like another retrigger. I'm probably good for now. Wow. What the heck? It's telling me to buy it. I'm still not going to do it. We're good here. So let's go ahead and death you. Then Fool. Then Death. Then play you. Get 3 more. We're almost back at our original 52 deck size, which is pretty cool. Go ahead and get rid of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move the Triboulet. Should be about that E31 again, right? I guess there's a little bit of RNG involved because we're using lucky cards, but that's really it. Everything should be pretty much the same. Yeah, E31. It might even be the exact same score because that 20 malt is really not going to make the big difference here. We'll take a free Hanged Man, that's for sure. We're getting dangerously close to having only queens, only red queens, which is pretty awesome. We should be taking those justices now, actually, because eventually, that's good enough. We are going to want to copy those cards. This is like a perfect hanged man. Bye. You can go be a queen. We'll make more of you. And I really can't do anything else, so I'm just going to play and move on to the next shop. Oh no, we lost $5. That boss is so hard. See where we're at here. Should be again about the E31 range, so we should have a few more antis in us. I plan to get stronger. We will see what happens. I guess telescope is good, I suppose. Because then we always get Aries. How many flush fives have I played? 12. So we just got lucky there, because high card's actually our most played hand. So telescope actually isn't going to help us, which is interesting. This is a nice death to grab. How many cards? We are 1, 3 kings, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards away to being all Queen of Hearts. So let's go ahead and make a dent in that. Hangman and Strength is good. Basically allows me to look for another Justice. Let's go ahead and start with the Justice stuff. Okay, it's probably time to start doing some glass. It's definitely time. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. That was good. Make you a glass card. We're going to make 3 of you. And then eventually I think we're going to go for an all-time high score if I can get 5 glass cards in hand, right? We'll see what happens, right? But we're okay for now. We should still be around the E31 range. Should be 1 or 2 more antis. And if you've stuck with me to this point, I appreciate it. This has been an absolutely insane run. We did multiple pivots. E30, I really think that's just the lucky being unlucky. I'm not really too sure what else that could be. Go ahead and see what Emperor gives me. A death and a justice. That's like perfect. Give me a card that isn't one of you. Yes. So we're going to death you. Then we're going to justice you. Then we're going to Emperor. Okay. Awesome. Take the Hermit. We're looking for more justice and more death. Really how we're going to progress in this run. The Fool is good. We'll take it for the Temperance right now. Get that money so we can keep rolling. Aries is good. Justice is amazing. Should have probably used the... Okay, Fool is fine. Go ahead and go next here. The Wheel, 1 in 7 cards are drawn face down. I'm not worried about that at all. Justice you. Play you. Okay, move that back before I forget. Okay, we'll Fool you. We'll Justice you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll move on. And we have a few more hands before I'm really worried about getting all glass. Eventually the DNA is going to have to leave us too. So we can get some more power. So if we see like another idol, we might take it. Or a dusk. We could do something like that. But not too sure yet. Not too sure what we're going to plan. You're good, but we're only ever going to play 5 cards, so I'm not too worried. How many times have we seen the Baron? He just wants to be another Justice. Perfect. Let's look for a Death or a Hanged Man. That's about all we want here. Temperance. I mean, tower's okay, but I'd rather just get rid of these cards. $20 rerolls. It's getting a little rich for my blood here. Let's go next. Let's skip that. 0 discards. I don't like that. I don't like that. Drawn face down after each hand played. That's okay. Totally okay. So let's justice you. This. This. And just for fun, let's try and go for the high score and see how much glass we get. So now let me think correctly here. Glass is going to give us ×2 every time it's triggered, right? So we might actually want to copy the buskin here, right? Because it's going to trigger it 3 times, whereas in this case it only triggers it twice. Go to see if I'm right. Flush 5 with all glass. This should be my highest score ever, I believe, if I'm correct. Now I think we copy the buskin here because we're getting trigger value on it. Before we weren't getting any multiplicative trigger value. I guess the buskin would have been better for money. E33 with glass, is that right? That's it? I was expecting a lot more. Maybe that's just where this run ends, right? I'm not too sure. Anyways, let's get rid of you. Not too sure how many glass died on that journey. E33 only, hey? I'm a little interested as to what happened there. We'll try with the Triboulet on and see if that's better. I wish I knew. Like, I'm trying to understand it, but it's tough, you know? We're looking for a death or a hanged man. Justice is definitely good. Oh, we're not getting as much money as I wanted, that's for sure. We'll play you right off the hop. Okay. I don't need to mess around with doing that again, so we won't. It is a little bit scary. Discard for some regular one of these. Well, let's put you back. And you were getting me E31 or something like that, so we'll definitely take that for now. I think that's what it was getting me. Yeah, E30. So now, if you think about it, I don't know. Let's try the other way this time. We'll switch the buskin and the Triboulet. I remember myself saying that it was around the same, right? E30. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Because where are we at here? E21 blind. Flips and shuffles all joker. That's going to be a reroll. That's going to be the biggest reroll I've ever had. Okay, next. Yeah, so let's try putting the buskin out front again. Jeez. Okay, let's do this. And let's do... I mean, you're red queen, so let's just discard. Yeah, looking for something like that. Want to copy you 3 times. We have too much glass here. Okay. So we're going to put the buskin out here. We had E30, keep in mind, with the Triboulet out front. And then after, we're going to try and split the triggers. We'll see if that does anything. Just to figure it out for myself, because I can't figure it out right now. So we're triggering each one more times now. It's clearly worse. It's clearly worse, right? We didn't even pass. So it's clearly worse. Now, is it better to do it like this? Let's try that out too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, let's try and get another normal queen in this. There we go. Try and do it this way. So we're getting best of both worlds. We're splitting up our triggers and our multiplication stats here. E28. So yeah, realistically, we just gotta double down on, or triple down on Triboulet. Aha. Okay, it's time to get rid of DNA. If we want this run to continue, we have to get rid of DNA. So Showman's in, and we're looking for none of this. Another blueprint. We're looking for, we're looking for another sock or another brainstorm. Realistically, anything except our driver's license is what we're looking for. Should be fine. Take you. Take you. Rather have a death. Temperance is good. Flush house, not interested. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna re-roll that. All cards are debuffed until one joker sold. No, thank you. No. No. We can highlight. We can handle the violent vessel. That's for sure. Okay. We want to death you. Go ahead and get rid of all this glass. And we'll just, you know what, get the heck out of here, guys. We're all queens, except we have one king and one 8. Oh, wow. Okay. You should be good. That should get me around E30 again. Again, the DNA wasn't helping for scoring. We're looking for another buskin. We could be looking, we could get that dusk. Well, that's 3 hand size. That's going to take a long time. 29. We got a little bit lower on that. Let's see, can we do another blind? Yes. Yes, we can. So we have a little bit of time to get stronger. Go ahead and do you. Does that mean I want to... I mean, it's not going to do much. I would need like a Perkio. Yes, you. Don't have a red seal. Where's all my money? What's going on with my money? Bye. Okay, this run is officially correct. Let's see how much that increased things. We'll try it once with all on the Tribulate, and they'll try it once with the Buskin and see what goes on with it. But we're basically, I don't know how much we got better, but it should be around E34 or something like that. E39. Wow, that's our highest score ever. We have officially beat our highest score. See, that's why you grab the Showman. Realistically, the blueprint was the best thing to copy, right? Because it can be anything that you want it to be. So now we're looking for spectral packs, ectoplasm, stuff like that, and to hopefully keep this run going. Go ahead and move on. Cards are drawn face down after each hand played. Again, that's fine. Let's do this. See what it does for us. We want to get rid of this. And we're not playing. We're not even playing glass yet. Okay, so that was E39. Let's see what this is. I don't know if it's going to be better, but I'm always told that you're supposed to split up triggers and multiplicatives. Or at least that's what I've seen on YouTube. E39, it's the exact same. So, I don't know how to fully think of that. We need an ectoplasm. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Is what it is. I would love to use this, but can't yet. We still have that pesky 8 and king we gotta find, so try and do that. Death over the devil for sure. Temperance? Why not? $35 for every temperance right now. It's the same, right? It's the same. There's no point. The exact same card. Looking for re-triggers? I'd rather have 2 deaths. Oh, well, I'll take a temperance. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, it's the exact same. Realistically, we need a dusk, right? No, we don't. No, we don't need anything. We need negative cards, and that's it. Yeah, we're good here. Okay, goodbye, King. Nice knowing you. Let's just add 1 glass in, see what it does for me. See what it does for me, right? E41. We're cracked into the 40s now. That is awesome. Okay. No. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, the video is gonna go on a little bit longer because of it, so just do it. I know it's already a long one, but this has been the best run I've ever had, so go ahead and throw it on YouTube. Baron is come up for the 6th time, I believe, in this run. Hangman, I mean, we only have the 1/8. Guess we'll take it. Negative cards are cool. Let's just buy that. Hermit. Okay. You. Probably should have used it. Hermit. Next. E25. Not even worried. So let's just go ahead and look for that 8. Just get rid of that 8 so I can say this might be the first time I've had a fully paired deck ever. We didn't find it this time. We will next time. Next. Could have used the death on glass. Not really in a hurry. It doesn't matter to me right now. This is awesome. 39 again? Oh, it's because we didn't use any glass. Right? Justice is good. For sure. Anything fun in here? I don't think there's anything I possibly want. Really. We'll use Justice instead of Hangman, right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, let's just keep it running. I'm not too worried about anything here. Just look for this pesky 8. Nope. I mean, yeah. Should be okay without 1 extra trigger. We'll see. I mean, it could ruin everything. Not too sure. But this is going to be quite the ride we're on here. I apologize in advance for how long this video is. 37 without the red seal. So the red seal adds like 2 E's, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I guess we still level up our hand. No. Okay. Cool. Nope. I haven't seen the wheel in a while. See a lot of hermits and a lot of temperance, right? Fool's good. Decrease level of our poker hand. Only 1 time. It'll be okay. Give me that 8, please. Aha. Okay. We have 34. Well, if we look at our full deck, We have 58 red queens. Heart queens. That is amazing. We have fully paired our deck for the first time ever. For myself, we have paired the deck. So we're losing one hand on Flush 5. In the grand scheme of things, it's 3 malt. So I don't think it's going to cause any issues for us whatsoever. Well, it's not. I just know it's not. 41 with that glass. Keep that in mind. I think we still have like few antes left before, I mean, finally we get our clearance sale. We're looking for like a negative something. Really. Negative something. And it's hard to figure out what we're really looking for right now, but nope. Those aren't gonna really help, but they're fun, right? I mean, you give me 100 more chips, I'll take you. I'll take you. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Hope you enjoy your stay. E31. We do got to get rid of these at some point. So we have all red seals. That is the goal. And eventually all glass. So we're still looking for death. Mostly. And justice. Right? Death and justice. So E39 with this. Keep in mind. E39, E40, depending on how lucky we get with the lucky cards. Yeah, let's take you, just in case. I could just thin out the deck a little bit, you know? Yeah, you. Goodbye. You, Justice. And High Priestess. Worth it. We got that level back on the Flush 5. Let's try and see if we can do it again. Nope. How many times have we played? 26. In 2 hands, all of our Celestial packs will have that. Temperance is $26. It's because we got that voucher. It actually lowers our Temperance value. But $26 is good. We just keep grinding here. Again, we're looking for some extremely lucky negatives. A lucky idol. Wouldn't do much, right? Go ahead and keep grinding it out. Ectoplasm is a way we get stronger. We can add an idol. Yeah, spectral cards. Omen Globe would be sick. I don't even have the first one, so I don't think we're getting there. But it would be sick. Okay, we should be tied now, so we get an Ares. Perfect. It'll level up our Flush 5 a whole bunch. Don't need any of you. Sure. 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 No. Next. Yes. Move on. Justice and death. It's really all we want. I didn't even look at the blind. That could have been detrimental, honestly. Death you. Justice you. Get rid of all of you. I mean, luckily we have a lot of cards in our deck still. Imagine if we only had like 15 cards. Also, we only play 5 cards per hand. So, we only played 10 cards this whole round. But I gotta be careful. I did not look at the blind there, and that could have ended the run. That's my bad. Okay, let's go ahead and see, which should still be E39. We're still not using glass. Looking for ectos. We're looking for something that makes us stronger. We can level up the Ares a whole bunch now, because the Celestial packs are always going to give it to us. Out of the high card range. Don't need you. And sure, we are playing flushes. Technically, you help. Technically, you help. Don't need you. Don't need you. Fool's probably good enough. Nope. Try it again. Nope. All good. Yep. And we just need a Justice now. Oh, look at that. Polychrome golden joker. Temperance. Next. E37, we still don't need to add glass, but we're getting to the point where we're just making it anyways. We're probably... No, I don't want to use any. We're probably, if we looked at our deck here, let's see, probably about 50-50, right? Pretty cool. Yeah, everything's in order. What do we got here? A droll joker. I mean, I guess he can move in front of that, these two guys. Technically, we're playing a flush, so he's going to give us the 10 malt. We'll see it right at the end here. It'll pop up right under him. There you go, 10 malt. E40, look at that. The droll joker helped us. He gave us times 30 malt, right? Not times 30, 30 total malt. Pretty cool. Okay, I like the idea of using the wheel. Not sure why I opened this. We're not going to grab anything. We already have a perfectly paired deck. Hermit. Justice. Temperance. Temperance. Death. And we move on. Play only one hand. We don't even need to re-roll that, right? You can get death. You can get justiced. Send you all back. And we'll play our luckies. So I actually think that it's better to play this here for money in the early stages, but we're at the point where that isn't helping us. So yeah, obviously I don't think we would make it through if we put the money up front. So E40 still, sure. Nope. Someone count how many wheels we've used. Oh boy. Let's try it again. Not a good use. Nope. Okay. 7th time the Baron has come up. Just pointing that out. He's supposed to be a rare joker. Death. Guess we're just gonna collect negatives at this point. Why not? Doesn't hurt me. What do you do? Hey, you all help me in the very slightest of ways. Technically you do, so we'll take it. Temperance. Justice. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Play only one hand. Works for me. Go ahead and death you. Go ahead and justice you. Send you all back. Send you all back. Probably getting pretty close to all glass. Full deck. Glass is definitely overrun lucky cards now. So it is going to be a little bit hard to not play them at all. This next blind, we do have to play glass. So we'll see how that goes for me. I'm not sure how far it's actually going to get me. We might be dead on this next ante. What are we at here? 43 and 44. I don't know if we're getting there. So if we're not, it's been an amazing run. I've had a lot of fun. This is by far my best score ever and the best score on YouTube. Obviously, we can continue to go for some insanely high scores, or I'm also going to post some like more fun and difficult and interesting challenges and stuff, because typically when you're going for the high scores, it's a lot of the same builds. This one's a little bit newer. I haven't done this on YouTube yet. You can see it's working out amazingly. I also want to get another Perkio Observatory build going, because that one's really fun. Come on, give me a justice, why don't you? Okay. Ooh, 43. Okay. Let's just try 5 glass right off the bat, you know? Let's rip it. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we can get it. This will be my all-time high score though, so I'm pretty happy about that. This hand right here will definitely be my all-time high score. The only way to do anything better in this build, 49. Only way to do anything better would be make polychrome glass, and I have barely seen any spectral packs, right? So there really isn't a great way for me to do that right now. Also, to get like a crazy negative, crazy things are happening all over the place here. We want justice, we want temperance. We're just looking for deaths and justice, which we already got. We'll roll till we get, I guess fool is essentially the same thing as a death. Bye. Move on. So we got 49. So we're totally fine. Use this, this, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go next. So I might experiment with the sock and buskin again, although I don't think there's a point to it. It's probably around the same, right? Because the tribulate is getting the double, and so is the glass. So, E to the 49, no glass broke. That is rare, because on average one should break when you do that. Go ahead and see if we can add any other jokers to the main stage here. Aha, we got a blueprint. Let's see what we can do here. I'm getting pretty unlucky with my tarot cards. Nope. Okay, let's move on. We can beat this without a problem at all. We already have what's in our hand required. No point to roll down. We go next. We're on ante 20. This is absolutely wild. Okay, ante 20. It's been an insane video. I didn't think... We played it very, 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 very slow at the start, so I didn't think we were going to get to this point. I was a little worried that we weren't pivoting fast enough. I would really love to get to E50. Just as a personal goal. Oh, I think we're dead, right? There's just really nothing else for us to do. We've played all the glass, right? We would have to get insanely 8 times, by the way, insanely lucky. Okay, keeping me in it here. I just don't think there's a way. Let me know in the comments if there was a way to win here. A different setup, maybe. I mean, I'll try it. Might as well. Justice and death. We're not going to get to E51, I don't believe. We're going to try, though. That. Might as well. We have 3 hands to burn. So let's go ahead and try and do this first. So we get another re-trigger maybe on glass. That might be better. I'm not totally sure. I don't think it is, but we'll try it. And if it is, then we're still alive. And if it isn't, oh well. Oh my god, it is better. Okay, so I'm sure there was 100 of you yelling in the chat that I'm playing dumb, and it is what it is, okay? I'm still learning, believe it or not. Even though I'm able to put together a run like this, I am still learning. Still have lots of glass. Look for a justice, we don't get it. So now, like I said, we have some time to play around here. Let's do a second trigger on it and see how that is. So it was E51 with 1 blueprint on the sock and buskin. Let's see what it is with 2 blueprints on the sock and buskin. It is looking worse currently. We're at E51, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's worse. So we found the sweet spot, and this is it. And all of you guys can stop in the comment section, okay? This is the most optimal setup we can get right now. I don't know if we're gonna beat this blind. It's gonna be very close. We got E51, right? So we could beat the small blind, but possibly not the big blind. Or was it E53? E52. Wow, we might be able to get to ante 22. which is absolutely insane. Now, can you believe that the highest ante, if you didn't know this, is 39? We're not even close. We're not even close to 39 at all. Go ahead and pick up some Aries. They do help a marginal amount. That could help a marginal amount. Realistically, we needed a spectral pack there with an ectoplasm. That's what we needed, and we didn't get it. So that sucks. We are going to save a little bit because we do have to re-roll this boss blind. Don't love that. We should only have to play one hand, so this is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the optimal setup. These cards don't matter, they just look pretty. Let's go ahead and play the hand. It should get us E to the 52, and then we should be dead on the next ante, which, you know what? It's been an hour and 40 minutes. If you're still watching this, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. This is by far the craziest video that I've ever had on this game. E52. I think our run's officially dead. Unless you give me a spectral pack. Oh. We're not dead. We have a limited amount of time to potentially find like an idol or something useful. That's not going to do it. Oh. Well, that's the run. We're going to skip to the boss blind. We're going to play a hand. Got lucky with all glass there, honestly. This is going to get us E52. And that's going to be a high score. It's going to be our record on YouTube. And I don't know where that puts us in going for high score attempts. But we're going to try out other builds too and see how far we can get. All face cards are drawn face down always, so we're not going to know where our glass is. That's okay. We're going to have one more hand to play, and this video is over. I don't know how I could have done any better than that. It's, I guess we could have tried and looked for a dusk, although I don't think I saw one. No, there's no point in using a dusk because we have blueprints, right? There's nothing we can cut. We have no space. We did at the end get an antimatter, which would have been way more helpful on a earlier ante. But that is all we can do. The game is over. New high score, new ante record, new round record. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the next video. Take care. Goodbye.